Hello, all, and welcome to this midday. It's about noon. Surprise beer review. I know I said with the last one I was only going to do one this week, but I went out to go and feed chickens because I go to where I work and to the park to feed chickens because I'm a lonely bird man. And on the way back, I was kind of hungry. It's around lunchtime. And so I went to stop at Kahala Marketplace to go and pick up a bento. And they had just put them out. Usually I come later. I don't like having bentos that have sat out for like hours. These ones were just put out, so pretty good. Nice and fresh. And I figured since, well, I'm picking up a bento, might as well go and pick up that beer that I forgot to go and pick up. So I went and looked at the shelf and found something that looked somewhat interesting to go and review. And here we are. We have something from Rogue Ales. Again, this is a brewery that my Calabash cousin works for. And this is Newport Daze Hazy Pale Ale. Hazy Pale Ale, you might ask. Why not Hazy IPA? Well, you can get a sense of that by looking at the data that they include here. And I love how they include a lot of data with their beers. 5.5 ABV, IBUs only 35, and SRM of 12.2. And let's go and read it right here. The morning after and a long night, we like to hit the beach for some R&R. Newport Daze Hazy Pale Ale is the perfect day sipper for such an occasion, featuring mouth-watering tangerine and peach notes from the hops, and finishing slightly sweet. It's an easy, mellow brew to get you through. You can see here, taste notes, tropical and citrus. Now, there's more info online. They include all their data. So let me go and quickly pull that up, and I'll go and read it off for you right here. And two-row malt, rolled oats, white wheat, so wheat and oats as part of the malt bill here. Sabro hops, Eldorado hops, imperial juice yeast, free-range coastal water. So yeah. So malt body should be fairly light and smooth due to the presence of wheat and oats. And with the ABV, it shouldn't be too intense. So without much further ado, let's just get straight to this. Pouring it into pub glass here, because why not? Why wouldn't I? Speaking of, I haven't seen Stonehouse Vineyards posts recently. I wonder if he's okay. Anyways, a cloudy golden orange with a thick off-white head, redolent of exactly what it says: tangerine, stone fruit, very sweet, biscuity, almost honeyed malts. Some tropical, almost pina colada kind of flavors going on there, or fruit smoothie kind of flavors, or should I say smells. Very sweet on the nose. Let's get to the palate now, shall we? Light and refreshing, bracing carbonation. I want to go and check out the date on this. Canned 4/10/21. Well, that explains why there's absolutely no bitterness left in this. Yeah, so this is almost a year old. This is not ideal for this particular kind of beer that is a hop showcase. There's some residual bitterness in the mid to finish, very light, very much a malt show. Again, biscuity malts. Not much in the top note. Yeah, I really want to have. I should have checked the bottom of the can when I pulled it off the shelf. That's the problem with tall boys at Collar Marketplace. They tend to sit on the shelf for quite some time. Rather unfortunate. Oopsie doodle. I'm going to dab that off here. I don't want to get beer on my new pants. So yeah, this is going to be a fairly quick review. So the tropical notes are there. The citrus is completely gone. Yeah. Drink your IPAs. Drink your stuff that really are where the hops are, being demonstrated for, their aromatic qualities. Drink that ASAP. Don't be like me. Check your dates. Otherwise, you'll be left with a very malty beer. Malts are perfectly fine, but for this style of beer, the malts are just a palette for the kind of hop colors to go, the hops to add coloration to. And like I'm saying, after a year, the hops are more or less gone. You want to have your IPAs, your pale ales, anything where the hops, especially aromatic quality of the hops, you want to have that within a few months of making. Don't be such a purist as like 2 months, 3 months is too much. I mean, it's going to have degraded a little bit, but you'll still get a good sense of it. But a year is too much. 6 months is too much. 4 or 5 months, maybe pushing it a little bit, depending on how well it's been stored. Yeah. So I'm actually going to have to revisit this. I don't believe that this is a fairly fair review, being that this is a year-old beer. I was somewhat impressed by some of the things I was getting in the nose there that are just completely gone on the palate now. And, yeah. Let this be a lesson to both myself and to others out there for hop shows, especially aromatic hops, beers that rely on very aromatic aspects of the hopping. Check your dates. I really seriously do want to revisit this one day, though. I'm definitely going to try to. Well, folks, that is your beer review for this midday. I'm going to go and pop this open, eat it, and I believe there's another bottle or two I want to kill in my refrigerator. I just want to get all my beers out of the refrigerator for the special thing I have coming up, if I can find said special thing. That's not 100% a guarantee, but yeah. Being kind of cryptic today, but you might be able to go and guess sooner or later. Okay, when you see it. Cheers.